Want to learn how we make an additional $10,000 a month?
Well, if you do, you won't want to miss this video. Welcome back to Just Keeping It Realty, where we give you the tea on everything real estate.
Hi, I'm Cindy Zavala.
And I'm Betty Garza.
And we are
your favorite broker team in South Florida.
So keep in mind, this is an additional $10,000 a month.
And we still do your traditional lead generation activities, which are cold calling, door knocking, keeping in touch with our sphere of influence and past clients. So those things are still a part of our business, but this is an additional activity that we do consistently and weekly. And also it works 24/7.
So imagine this platform is working for you 24 hours while you're sleeping, and consumers are calling you. Consumers are calling when they're ready to buy, when they're ready to relocate, when they already want to work with you. So what are we talking about, Whitney?
So if you haven't guessed it already, we are talking about YouTube. YouTube is a platform that you can utilize and put information out there where people can view it 24/7. So while you're sleeping, while you're out showing other buyers, or while you're at a listing appointment, this specific tool is working for you, and people are building a rapport with you. And then by the time they reach out to you, they call you and they're ready to buy, they've already built that relationship with you and they only want to work with you. So that's the exciting part, because I know that a lot of agents don't like to cold call or go out door knocking. We're in South Florida. Door knocking in the summer is brutal. Maybe you don't like hosting open houses. We love it, but not everybody does. And so utilizing this platform is definitely a huge tool for you. And we're going to break it down and tell you exactly what that looks like and what kind of videos you should be doing and how to use this platform so that consumers are calling you.
Yes. So Betty, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start a YouTube channel. What do I need to do? What kind of equipment do I need? What kind of videos do I post? What do I do?
Exciting, guys. So what you do first, a lot of people always ask, what type of videos do I put out on this platform? First of all, do not do your inspection videos. Don't do, how to deposit escrow. What do you do on closing day? Because by the time you're at those steps and the consumers are watching those videos, apparently they're already in contract. So they're not going to be calling you to purchase a home. So the types of videos that you can do, and this is just to name a few because there's many that you can do. It could be something like wherever you live, you have specific neighborhoods that people really like. So top 5 neighborhoods, maybe some without HOA. What are the pros and cons of this city that people need to know? Really put yourself in the consumer's shoes to say, hey, if I was thinking about moving to South Florida, Wellington, West Palm Beach, those are some of the cities that we work in. But when people are thinking about that, they're going to search and they're going to want information. So if you're the market expert and you show them these areas, they're bound to call you because they know that you know everything there is to do with these areas and why they're thinking about moving there. So the process is simple. You can literally start this channel with your cell phone. So once you figure out what neighborhood you're going to go into, maybe you're going to talk about the suburbs, maybe you're going to talk about city living, whatever it is, you're taking the consumer into these neighborhoods and into these cities to show them exactly what it looks like to live there. So simple, tripod, you can take your cell phone up until the point that you can then purchase certain specific camera equipment and things like that, make it a little bit more fancy. But right now, just keep it simple, because the first thing you want to do is get started and start putting videos out there, even if they're not perfect, because nobody's looking for perfection. You just want to get started.
Yes, and an easy way to start, and when you're making your videos, is to just pretend like the client is there. You're showing them the city, you're telling them this is a great restaurant, you're showing them the house, you're talking in a storytelling format, but you're talking to everyone that's watching YouTube. And that's the beauty of it. That's what makes people come back and look at the new video, when you are doing it in such a manner that they like. Not everyone's going to like your videos, but there will be people that support you and really are looking to move, because we've had that. So if you're finding this video informative and or you'd like more information, don't forget to click subscribe.
And just click on the link below and you can set up a one-on-one with us in case you have questions in regards to anything that we're talking about on this video or throughout our channel.
As you can tell from my previous expression, is always have fun with what you do. Enjoy the process because you do create so many memories. We have so many videos of Betty and I laughing and just really, because we never know what's going to happen once the camera comes on. But we do enjoy bringing all this information to you guys because we want everyone to be successful. And again, if you'd like more information on our brokerage or what we do, or would like more exclusive VIP information, don't forget to set up a one-on-one with us. Click on the link below. Yes. So tell me, now let's get back to serious business. What video types or what kind of filming can people do?
Okay, so I'm sure in your mind right now, you're saying, oh, Betty, I don't want to go out into the cities or the suburbs or this neighborhood, or maybe I don't know specific pros and cons. And as soon as I turn on the camera, my mind goes blank. It happens to everybody. So there's different types of videos that you can do. And some of them are right from the comfort of your own home, your office, wherever you are. Maybe you're not the type to go out into the neighborhoods and out and, record that way, which that one is specifically called like B-roll, out in the open. In case you want to do some at home, there is green screen that you can do where you actually, and you can go right on Amazon and look at the green screens and you can record right there from your office or home. And when your video editor edits, they can add a background. Your video is not going to have a green screen in the background the whole time. It's so that they can add a background virtually, maybe of the neighborhood that you're talking about or the city. Another one is Zoom. So you can go right on Zoom, and as you know, through Zoom, you can record, and maybe on there you're looking at different things on the map or you're Googling stuff and you want to show people exactly what it looks like. There's even Google 3D, so you can show them what the street views look like. You want to talk about specific restaurants and things to do in a city. So all of those are possibilities. So it's not that you have to go out in the open and do things. You can do it right from, home or your office with a green screen or even Zoom. People love map videos. So if you can go on a map, show them the neighborhood, show them where the highways are, the airports, things like that. So there's no excuse to start making videos and putting them out there.
Yes, even when you go out to your favorite cafe, talk to them about your favorite cafe, why it's your favorite cafe. If you take your dog out for a walk, what park do you take them? And take small clips that you can possibly make one video from a city or an everyday
occurrence that you're doing in your daily life, because who else knows these cities and restaurants and things to do in these areas better than you, because you're the one that lives there, and you just really talk about what it is that you would want to know if you were a consumer moving to a brand new city, because that's the people that are calling you, people that are really thinking about relocating from other areas to your city. So make them feel like they're there, whether it's through a virtual background or an actual, getting out there and doing some B-roll.
Yes, make sure that you market yourself as the area or neighborhood expert. So Betty, I know that you are a famous YouTuber and I know you've been doing this for a while. So tell me, what should I do once I create my channel? What are the do's and don'ts of the business?
Okay, so this is important because you definitely want to do the do's, okay? Consistency is the first thing. Think about it. I always compare it to like a TV series. When we used to watch a lot of TV series when one episode was released a week, right? You always looked forward to watching that new episode. Same thing goes for your consumers. Consistently posting and releasing videos on a weekly basis is the key to YouTube. Also with the algorithms, and we can get into that another time, but making sure that you're staying consistent and releasing information and content for your consumers, because your audience will grow. So making sure to stay consistent, and that what that consists of is blocking out your schedule. Make sure, just like you schedule cold calling or an open house or a showing for a buyer, you want to make sure you're scheduling time to make content. Before Cindy and I partnered up, I used to say, oh, Cindy, I can't meet up that day. I can't go to the office. I need to go make a video. And she used to be like, video? Like, what are you doing? What do you mean? So making sure that you're putting that into your schedule so that you know you're going to film and get it done. Okay, another one is,
So wait, before we move on, make sure to grab pen and paper so you make a list of these important things. So do number one is be consistent.
yes. And the second one is be yourself, because the consumers that are going to reach out to you and call you because they want to buy a house and they want your help are going to be consumers that can relate to you. Okay. They're going to say, oh my gosh, I love the way you presented this city, or I love this phrase that you used. And when they call you, it's a completely like friendly, warm call because they've already been watching your content and feel like they know you. That's the really cool thing about YouTube and posting these videos and putting it out there.
And a fun fact about Betty, we could be at the grocery store and they'll come up to her, oh, I think I know you. I think I know you. Wait, YouTube?
Yeah, the first time that ever happened, it was a really good feeling because it shows that your hard work is paying off as well and people recognize you. So be yourself, have fun, and if you can, do your best to post on the same day at the same time every single week so that people know exactly when your content's coming out and they know when to expect it and they're there to watch. Another do is that you want to do your research before your videos. And that's for two reasons, because what you're saying, you want it to be true. And second, you're going to be more confident as far as talking about the area, the neighborhood, whatever it is that your video is about, the pros and cons, the do's and don'ts, about moving to this specific area. So making sure that doing the research and getting those factual things and even some history on the city or the state.
Fun facts are really good.
Exactly, are kind of cool to put into the video as well. So make sure you do your research before recording. And another little tip that might seem minor, but you really want to do this, is use a generic email, okay? Don't use your brokerage email, because if you decide to switch one day, that email is going to be stuck with that brokerage. So make sure you're using something generic, info@iconic-alturagroup.com or info@livingfloridalife.com, something like that that's specific to you and that you can take wherever it is that you decide to work and be.
Now we've heard all the do's, what you should keep doing every week. Be consistent, be yourself, have fun with it, about your generic email, all the good stuff, which those are great tips. So make sure that you're taking notes or rewind. Don't forget to click subscribe. We put out videos every week on this channel because we love bringing value to all our fellow agents. So
yes,
now I want to know what not to do, Betty. What are the don'ts of YouTube?
The first don't is don't skip a week. Okay, so if you know you're going to take a vacation, or you're not going to have time next week because you've got inspections and buyers coming into town that have called you from YouTube, or anything that's going to keep you from filming, then you're going to want to film 2 videos the week prior, right? So plan those videos out because you don't want to skip a week. It throws things off on YouTube. Your consumers don't like it, and you want to show that consistency through the platform so that they can continue pushing your videos out to consumers that are looking for the information that you're posting about. So definitely don't skip a week.
And you made a great point, because I've never looked at it like that way, how you just said it about when your favorite show was on and there was a new episode released every week. It's kind of like people looking forward to see what city or what development, what community you're going to be talking about. So that I had never ever thought of it like that. That's truly amazing. Thank you for that.
Or, they put a rerun on and you're like, what? So never skip a week. Make sure that you're planning for every video. And if you can really build a vault of videos so that you have some for backup, because we get sick, we get busy, things happen. So make sure that you have that. So don't skip a week. Second is don't use your real phone number, okay? Because eventually your consumers are going to be calling you all the time at all times of the night. And also, so you could use something called like Ring Central, where they give you a phone number, and actually when it rings, it'll tell you exactly where they're calling from, if it's YouTube or if you're using that phone number on other platforms. But definitely don't use your real phone number. You don't want that out there. Another don't is don't delete comments. So there are some people out there that will be kind of rude and they will say things that are not so nice. So you're going to be tempted to delete those comments. What I usually do, or what we do, is we kind of just respond like, thanks for your feedback. You can say things, but don't get rude back, for sure. But that actually is going to bring traffic to your video. YouTube likes for people to interact, whether it's negative or positive. Now, there are some things that probably should be deleted. Some people would just take things to another level, but that's a different story.
That's a different video.
But definitely, if it's just something like, oh, I don't like this city, or this city is such and such, or whatever it is, if it's something like that, leave it there, because it's going to bring traffic to your video.
Or if they don't like our outfit, or they don't like what we said.
Yeah, exactly. And then another don't is don't share your link to your channel with family and friends or on social media platforms, because what that does is, it's nice that Aunt Sally wants to support you and subscribe and that kind of thing, but Aunt Sally already lives in the city that you're living in, and she's not necessarily looking to relocate or wants information about that specific city or town or state, right? So it throws the algorithms off with YouTube, unfortunately. So sometimes what I do is like, hey, if you're going to subscribe and you're going to click on the videos, then you must watch it in full. And we can kind of explain that to you when you click on the link below and set up a one-on-one with us, and you want a little bit more information about how to kind of get into YouTube and how to hold the camera and what equipment and things like that, because we're not going to get into that in this video. But yeah, so we can give you a little bit more information. And definitely thumbs up, comment below and let us know what you're liking or not liking in this video if you want more information.
So don't be scared to start your YouTube channel. Get out there, be famous, enjoy it as you go. And it really helps you, because when you are researching the city, it's like you are preparing for when your client comes into town, when they're ready to view the properties or the community that they reached out about. And it really helps you know so many facts about the city. For us, it's so fun. We enjoy learning about new cities, communities, when they were built, square footages, how many units are in there, what kind of amenities are in each unit, what kind of restaurants and things, attractions are in every city. So make it fun, enjoy it.
And you learn about the schools and transportation and things that are occurring in that specific city and what's to come, because the questions are kind of always the same, even though it's a different consumer. They want to know some of the same things. So if you've ever gotten a call from a buyer that's like, hey, I want to move to this specific neighborhood or this condo building or this city, and you kind of have to be like, oh, okay, yes, great, I can help you. I'm licensed through the whole state, but you don't necessarily know things about that building or about that city. If and when you do this YouTube channel, when they're calling you on a specific video that you've already made, guess what? The research is done. You know about it, and if not, you can go back and look at the information that you've accumulated, or even watch your own video to see what you were talking about, and you're already prepared. You already know. And if it's new construction, anything like that, you've already met some of the reps. You know what's going on. You just catch up on what the newest incentives are. So it's a great tool. Like we said, it's 24/7. It works for you when you're asleep. It works for you when you're doing other things. It's truly a great platform to take advantage of. So don't hesitate to reach out.
And if you're wondering why we said an additional $10,000, because that's the average of
our specific market with average price point and average commission paid. So it could be different. Maybe it's higher wherever you are. You can make an additional X amount of dollars that's more than 10,000. But we're just saying that this works for you in addition to your cold calling, your open houses, your database, your follow-up, everything else that you do manually. Meanwhile, this is working for you, and it could bring additional income. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll catch you in the next one.